Okay, let's call the meeting to order. We have
Here until
Brian and Keith
If
and Bruce and Tom and Peter and Randy and myself here tonight. And I guess Peter will be a alternate tonight because we have 5 other members. Has everybody looked at the agenda?
Yep.
Any adjustments?
Good.
Hearing none, is there acceptance of the agenda?
I move we accept the agenda as presented.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded that we accept the agenda as presented. All those in favor? 5-0-0. Okay, the minutes of June 11th.
I move we accept the minutes as printed from the June 11th meeting.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded we accept the minutes of the June 11th meeting. All those in favor? 5-0.
4-0.
4-0-1, I'm sorry. Okay, I have the finding of facts here for the Penobscot Marine Museum application. And just to start off with,
No,
with Keith, because Brian was absent that meeting. Peter, if you can sign those, you were a voting member for that.
Could we get the code enforcement officer's report while we're waiting?
Yeah, good idea.
Just one item on the agenda I have, Ron Merrithew approached me last week, which is Searsport Automotive, and he wants to add on to his building. I done the figuring up, and the size of his building is gonna be more than the 25% that is allowed under the ordinance without planning board approval. And he wanted to get started as soon as he could, but he brought the paperwork in to me Thursday, filled a bunch of it out, and I told him he'd get some more of it into me today, but we didn't anyway. What the building is, it's just an extension. He's going, his building's 100 feet long now, it's 40 feet wide, he wants to go another 40 feet, I think it is. It's 100 feet long, it's 40 feet wide, he wants to go another 40 feet. It still keeps him off the property lines. He still, there's another shed out in back of the garage he's got up, it's in between that, it still gives him his compound yard, or whatever you want to call it, out back. There's not going to be anything in there that's fire hazard, it's just going to be more garage area. There's nothing that he won't be covered under his existing fire requirements that are required by the fire department. Also checked in to see if he needed fire sprinklers, but because he's going to be under 12,000 square feet, he doesn't need sprinklers because he's way under that. And he didn't have the stuff for the night, naturally, but I told him that I'd approach the board to see if it was opposed to having an early meeting, I guess the name is it.
Special meeting.
Special meeting, thank you, yes. And that's what he's looking at. If he can, he can't, but they want to get the slab started as soon as they can and whatever, so it was. He didn't stop and think about the need that he had to come back before the planning board because of the size of it. And he can't really go any smaller to do the 25% because it's not going to give him what he needs.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, gentlemen, what's your pleasure? You want to have a special meeting when he gets...
why not?
If it's gonna help him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we usually try to go on, he gets a complete application, he's not gonna have septic, he doesn't have anything,
No,
he's got the
nothing.
fire, he got the,
Yep,
he has a good sketch plan
yep,
and stuff,
yep.
the other things.
Okay, then, as soon as Randy gets the application, we'll schedule it for 2 weeks after that. Because we have to notify the paper, it has to go in the paper also.
Got a question for you.
Yeah.
I'd asked you about a clear cutting one time.
Mhm.
It showed up in the winter there.
Yep. She's done nothing, absolutely nothing there. It's just the way it showed up last fall or something, but there's been no cutting or anything up there. I checked into it a couple weeks after you, and I keep forgetting to tell you when I.
Because
See-
it's just as neat
Yeah,
and prim, just orderly right down, front,
Yeah.
right to the water.
yeah.
Look just like done
Nothing
for a
blew
boat
down
man.
there or anything?
Huh?
There's no blowdowns or,
There could be some blowdowns from
Yeah.
the wind,
yeah.
but to look at it from up over the bank and stuff, nobody's been down in there
Mm.
cutting in.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
no roadway going down there for a boat. That looked
No.
just what it was like. One of them had to get the cut, and then over in front of
Right.
the house, it looked like there was a trail that went right down.
What property is this?
Gene Russell's.
She told me I could walk down if I wanted to. I walked to the bank and I said, no, I'm happy. It looks good to me. I don't need to walk down there because I don't walk back out around.
Yeah,
I
right.
think over to Tom's.
They're coming back up is the.
This side of Tom's property.
Right Long Cove.
Yeah, it's sort of behind it. Just one tonight.
Let's get away or do away with some of this paperwork on the application. You should all have a copy of the planning board minutes from April 12th, July 12th, August 9th, and May 9th. This is when Baxter Cook
Yep.
had presented his, so you have a copy of that. You should have a copy of this late piece of paper from Massimo, the one that says lobster rail at the top with his menu on it. I think everybody's got a copy of that. You should have a copy of the April 12th, 1999 Baxter Cook application. It gives the surface wastewater disposal and the sign application. And you should have one other copy from Baxter Cook. It was 1999. I covered that April 1999 application. This is a note for, it was advertised in the paper. I don't think I gave you a copy of that.
Saw it in the paper though.
I'm glad you did. It cost us, what, $86 or something like that. Also, I sent out to the abutters, to Gene Russell and Merle Smith and the Rooneys, and the other one was the railroad. And one more was Koopmans. They all had copies of the application. I did talk to Gene Russell, who was in, and wanted some information as to his menu, which I sent her. And you probably can't really see it, but in, I believe, the 1999 application, she wrote a letter back to Debbie wanting to know whether there was going to be music outside. And that was her big thing back then. Randy did talk to her, and she came back and said there was no problem. She had no problem with him opening. Randy, was there anything else that she asked beside the music? Do you remember?
No, she asked for a menu, otherwise than that, no. You mean Gene?
I like it signed.
Yeah, sounds good. Oh, the other thing is, the only reason he's before us is it's been more than 2 years since Baxter Cook had closed the railroad station restaurant. We can find out whether the application's complete Is there any additional information that either Baxter Cook hasn't supplied us with, or Massimo hasn't given us, that somebody needs to approve his application or deny the application?
Randy, you were happy with the site plan, huh?
What's that?
You were happy with the site plan drawing,
Yes.
and we went, Baxter had one in there that was
Yep.
better than the others.
Yep. I don't think I give you guys, if you wanna look at these are copies that I have. I didn't print these off. This is gonna be the layout of the building out front, the train cab, but it's just pictures of the way he's gonna set up his 8 tables he's gonna have up there, and the rest of it's gonna be out on the, which he meets the capacity, I mean, not capacity, but he's well within his capacity for FMO, Fire Marshal's Office requirements there, so he's fine on that. And on the outside, he could have 100 outside as far as he wanted to, because there's no requirements, because it's an outside, you know what I mean? Not that he would, but that he could.
You ready for a motion?
Yep, I guess. Bruce, did you have anything else you want
Yeah, well,
to
and asked on the, you happy on the septic system?
Absolutely,
And,
there's 351 gallons there that is,
Yep.
take care of per day.
And then wondering how many people he's gonna have for the ice cream shop. Oh, one of my questions was, how many people does he propose to have? They're gonna have sit-down tables, you say they're gonna have sit-down. Baxter didn't have that many tables,
No,
basically a takeout.
no, according to the site plan of what Baxter had there, and with the state regulations, and the seating he's gonna have, it's ample capacity to take care of what he has and is looking at for the seating with those 8 tables and such.
Were there any numbers?
I'd have to go pull my book up, but the numbers all jive with what, let me pull this out. Here. He's not going to add any bathrooms in the sense that, at one time he was talking about putting a bathroom at the end of the train car, which would be southeast corner down in here. No, down here. And he's decided not to do that at this point in time. Yeah, see, it has the capability is 195 at 1.8 gallons per
Yep.
day. That's what they're capable of doing just for what do you want to call it?
The ice cream stand
Fine.
and 3 employees.
Yep. Yep.
And he's gonna have I was wondering how much sit-down restaurant, I'm thinking like the one he has in Bangor. And if you go in and,
Yeah, it's going to be a sit-down takeout type of thing. Yeah.
well, spend 2.5 hours or something there.
Mhm.
How many beers, puts more on it. You're the plumbing inspector on it,
I'm sorry,
the
my
right
apologies.
place.
I thought it was 7 o'clock.
so if you're happy with it,
Hello?
then good,
The bottom line, I've told Massimo, if it fails, you got to fix it.
you do something else.
Yeah.
Good evening. I had 7 o'clock on my clock from last week. I said 7 o'clock to there is like, oh my God. Apologies.
All right.
A selectmen's meeting, this is planning board. We're
Yeah.
older, we have to go to bed earlier.
Anything else, Bruce?
I thought there were more people, so.
Nothing?
Then answers questions.
Okay.
All my others were taken care of earlier.
Tom?
I guess my question is more procedural, where what we're doing is basically approving what was an operating situation before. I don't see that we have a tremendous amount to review here, unless I'm mistaken.
The only reason we have to review it is it's in the land use ordinance that, what, it's more than 2 years been shut down?
Yes.
So we do have to just go through
Through the
everything,
motion, okay.
even if it's a similar operation.
Okay.
And maybe it is redundant. I'm sorry for
No,
that.
that's okay. I just was wondering more than anything.
Do you have
I have no other
enough
issues. No,
information?
no.
Okay.
All set.
You're all set?
What's that?
You said, Brian. Peter?
I have no questions.
Okay.
I make a motion then that we waive all non-applicable items on the check sheet for site plan review application.
I'll second.
We moved and seconded that we waive the items in the site plan review, which start on page 3 and go through page 5, that are not applicable in this review. All
And the
in-
fee has been paid, by the way.
The fee has been paid. Okay. All those in favor? 500. And I need a motion on the application that it's complete.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, we have a complete application. All those in favor of that? 500. Okay. As I told you before, we advertised it in July 5th, and Bruce confirms that. He saw it in the paper. All the abutters were notified, and the staff has signed off on it with no conditions. So we'll, at this time, open the public hearing. Massimo, did you want to sit down up here?
Sure,
and-
sure.
And
Let me introduce myself now. I don't know the gentleman there. Did I met you before? You're a
Nice
Fiat
to meet you.
500, right?
Yeah, Cinquecento.
Cinquecento. Nice meeting you. And
And then that guy.
Bruce,
Yeah.
J. Bruce.
George,
George, nice to see you again, gentlemen. Hello,
Brian
buonasera.
Callahan, pleasure
Hello.
to meet you.
We got to try to speak English tonight, so. Anyway, what I'm doing, you probably have some of the picture there. You saw the train already became red, so when you drive by, so it's going forward. We are updating the deck on the front, and what we're doing, we're fixing the building, and probably the old train station will be totally repainted. So we're changing the color, we're upgrading everything, so it's nice and visible from the street when we're coming over. I'm working with the plumber, which never show up for the last 2 weeks. I'm still waiting for him, but that's classic. So, but I'm working with the health department from Augusta, and Bob Sinclair is the health department. So, I mean the liquor inspector that's coming up to check it again, because it's giving me all the let's say the fencing around where the people can have alcohol. Now, I already was explaining, I own restaurants for many years. We never had a violation ever, so it's not my intention to start to do here just because we want to sell alcohol. So we probably give to the people a plastic cup and they just go to the table, because it's difficult to control where they're going when they, plus with glass is dangerous to go around. So it would be an ice cream place. It would be from everything from Maine. So we do start to make from lobster rolls to clam chowder to the hot dogs, everything that basically happen up here. A little bit with my touch, we're gonna different direction with like with my restaurant side. So would be a very nice place, just seasonal. So we try to open from May to October. That would be our goal, and hopefully we can open by August. So we have a little bit of the season going, and that's it. The depot will have just we keep the museum. So what we're doing, we transfer the museum in one of the walls, because I want to keep all the memorabilia there. They create the history of the building, where it was in Searsport downtown. They brought it up there, all the things that Baxter did at that time. So, but it would be basically a place that can have family coming over with kids and adults in the meantime, but no music, because we never work with music, and we don't want to be involved with the crowd in the nighttime, screaming, yelling, getting drunk. So basically that's it. That's all it is.
Sound like a nice plan.
Thank you.
I like to make a bakery there, but not this year, because I'm a master baker. So I want to put a bakery right there, and but not this year. We'll see next year if we can do that.
Italian pastries, please.
Of course, of course.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I miss them. I
And
miss them.
Zeppelis on St. Joseph's Day.
Come?
Zeppelis on
Oh, Zeppoli, yeah, San Giuseppe. Oh, you know that? Not too many people know. You know that
Oh, I know.
San Joseph, is March
I
19.
know.
But in America, Father's Day is on June, so it's different. But in Italy, is the holiday actually March 19. We have a zeppole that we make is like a bignè So it's like a cream puff with a fresh cream inside, which is really, really good. But it's tradition for the time of the year. So, but I make all this stuff. I make cannoli, I make gelato, we make all this stuff. But you know, every time I start a game like that, it seems like I end up on my shoulder. I'm the only one at 1 o'clock in the morning making all the food and nobody's around. So I don't mind it. I don't mind. I like to wake up in the morning early. So 3:34. That's why today I thought really was 7 o'clock. I'm never late. So on me.
Okay.
And yes, sir.
You thought I was gonna ask the question?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good.
Were you gonna add on when you put the bakery in? We need more room?
No, really. No,
You're
because
right.
the bakery, I would like to build the bakery in the bottom of the basement of the train station. Actually, is brand new there, so it's all cement. 1999, I think it built it. So we can modify that to put an oven in. Now my ovens, they usually come from Europe. They're 120 square feet. The big ovens, all stone. They cost $100,000 a piece. So before I start that game, I want to make sure that we go to the code enforcement and see if we can do it. The gas, so you know we don't go to put wood there burning and stuff like that. But I really love to do it. I really love to do it again because it's just my passion. This will be my 5th bakery they open in the US. So, and he's been trained in Italy, so he's going back September 10 to finish last year in culinary arts, and then he's coming back here definitely. So.
Do you do your baking in Bangor? The
Oh yeah,
Bangor
I do.
restaurant?
Yes, I do. All my breads they there.
You have a busy day.
I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. I enjoy it because I'm not working, and you know I can shut down, go away, go on vacation, come back, and nobody can say, "Hey, what are you doing?" I take a nap every day too. Actually, I was here until 3:30. We went back home, and then I said, "Okay, I take a nice nap and I relax, and then take a shower. I go." I was in perfectly timed. Then I was like, "Oh my!" When I saw your number, I said, "What happened now?" So anyway, no, I do all the baking in Bangor. Now, did anybody been in my restaurant in Bangor?
No.
Oh,
Yes.
you've been. Very good. How is it? Don't
It
tell
was
me
very
that-
good. It was well. Probably was new.
Thank you.
2 Visa cards.
I'm sorry?
2 Visa cards.
What's that to Visa Gods?
It's fine dining.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not- It's not lobster
Yeah.
rolls.
You were there. You were there last week?
No, no.
Oh no.
Probably
Okay.
3 years ago.
Oh, okay. Very good. Well, you know, I braise all my meats. My dad was a butcher, so I grew up in this style. I'm an accountant from school, but my grandmother was the baker. When I was 19, I got involved with it, and I fell in love with it. I get dusted with flour, and then I start from down New York, coming up here. Up here is amazing. I love it up here. When we are in Searsport, I don't even feel I'm in Bangor anymore. I feel I'm in vacation somewhere on the coast. Can we cut those trees there? Can we cut all the trees on the front? Just kidding, but we're right on the water there, right?
I don't mind if you cut them.
I drive my black Maserati in there, right straight
Oh,
out.
nice.
But anyway, no, I every time I drive by, I see the curve there. It's such a beautiful place. I mean, it's just. I think it's time to bring everywhere I go. Usually they follow me. I open one restaurant in Bangor, 12 restaurants after me. They came right in because everybody was really. They were like scared of Bangor. They were like, you know, don't go in there because if you go in there, it's dangerous. There's drugs and robbery. I was like, what are you talking about, people? I say, you know, we come from New York. It's a totally different world here. But here, you know, they're not aggressive here. You know, they're a little like that. But Bangor, because they have all these methadone clinics that I don't pay attention to because, you know, in the morning at the time there is nobody. When I go to my restaurant to start to bake and cook, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. So nobody's around. And I love it because it's quiet, it's nobody. I feel I'm the first one to wake up and say, I gotta be for everybody else. So it's good.
Will you have gelato?
I do a gelato, yeah.
Here at the
Oh yes. I make gelato, we make cannoli, we make all this stuff. But like I said, I had a beautiful building down in Brewer that I bought 4 years ago. And we built this beautiful bakery, beautiful. I had 3 ovens, all from Europe. Everything was from Europe. It was the state of the art, beautiful bakery. I started to train people to work with me, and then they realized it's too hard. That's too hard. So, you know, it depends what kind of way you see it. But because nobody wake up in the middle of the night, of course you feel like that you're doing the hard job, but it's not true. So I'm able to go 4 o'clock, finish at 7, have an 18 holes playing golf with my clubs in the back, go back home, have lunch with my beautiful wife, and take a nap, and then go back to work. So I have the kind of lifestyle that I like, but a lot of people cannot get it. So I sold everything. I sold everything in 2016, I promised my wife to sell all the businesses, and we own a place in California. So we moved in California for 7 months, and I went nuts. I went totally nuts because I cannot play golf every day. I have to work. That's what I enjoy to do. So basically now, when I came back, I took back the restaurant in Bangor, because I still own 2 restaurants in Bangor. One is Massimo Cucina, and one is the next door. That's Massimo Pizza Bar that I opened. But the gentleman is paying me every month, so you have another until next year to pay, and that will be his. So the moment I open the lobster rail here, I'm shutting down Massimo's down there for the summer, because I want to attract people to come on this side. So if they want to eat in that way, because we will do a lot of stuff. I will have some nights that would be derailed, I call it, right? So instead to do the classic lobster roll, we have a beautiful, fettuccine with gamberi, and we start to make all this diavolo, and we start to make this pasta. So those nights will be the one we dedicate, let's say casual but fine dining. So it will be the same, it's like in Italy. You've been in Italy, probably. I don't know everybody been in Italy. But it's paper on the table, but the food has to be very good. That's the way we do it. So I want to do some nights like that. I don't want to go crazy because every time I start a game, I end up on me. And I try this time to focus about the lobster rail and the way it should be easier. And then maybe one day a week do a night with Massimo, and we do all the food in that way. So you can have fettuccine with funghi porcini, you can have braised lamb shank and stuff like that. But now, we have to focus on that direction there. So it'd be good. I think it would be really good. There is not too many places around here. So I feel you guys are very supportive. Thank you very much. So that's very nice from the city of the town. They yell at me in Bangor because I call it the town. They say this is the city. I say, oh, I'm so sorry. But they really yell at me. So
Depends where you're from.
I'm from away.
It's
So
a town compared to Florence.
I'm sorry.
It's a town compared to Florence. Bangor.
This one? Yeah, but in Italy we
Bangor's
have a lot
small.
of these villages. Well, this is what 3,000 people,
2,200.
2,200. We have a lot
That's the
of.
voters.
No, that's,
No.
population 2016 was 2,200.
And we have, see, Matteo, he's already giving, you already, if you don't know, but I put some business cards here anyway. Yeah, I have some, I don't know if I leave somebody out, but I have more in the car. But that's our restaurant, so if you do research on us, I always, I work hard, I don't care about the money. It's about the principle to work, and I enjoy it. So hopefully we can find people to work here, because these kids now, they don't want to work anymore. It's a problem, it's a big problem, and now we cannot, in my industry, I don't have friends that own restaurants because they have a different lifestyle. They like to go to drink, get drunk. I don't do that stuff. I like to work. I have a glass of wine with my food, 2 glasses of wine with my food, 1 bottle of wine with my food, but I don't drink, just for the heck of it. That's the way it goes. And we start to drink when we're 7 in here. 7-year-old, your father put the finger in the wine and give it to you, you just, Then you're 9, the same thing, 10, the same thing, and then you grow up when you're 21, then you don't want to know nothing about wine, but then your palate grows, you start to get together with that, you start to enjoy. So I really enjoy the glass of wine, but I don't like drinking. So like I was saying, unfortunately in this category now it's becoming very risky. I never mix pleasure and work and go to sit down with my employees because it's not to be superior, but they don't go together. And you don't spit what you eat, what they say, that's the way the expression. So basically here would be the same situation where we have a more legit. I had somebody that came last Saturday and decided to buy a shot of limoncello to the daughter that was there, was the waiter. And I told them, no way. I said, she's working, she's on the clock, she's on the payroll. I mean, we have liability. I don't think so. But it's our tradition. I said, maybe not the restaurant, not here, you cannot have it. They was like, wow, like I take them too serious, but I never had a violation. I don't want to start to have my name on the newspaper because I did something wrong. So like I said, everything we do here will be by the book. Hopefully I find people, like I said, people that come to work drunk. One of the kids they trained for 2 years killed himself, 30-year-old, fentanyl. Left a couple of young kids, a 2-year-old, a 1-year-old kid. It's like I'm doing a father teaching these kids how to be on track, but sometimes, here has to be. We don't have a train going by there, right? That's dead, that thing, right? That works?
We just had that conversation.
Okay, so.
3 or 4 a week.
You can have some sit down from Bangor.
Okay, no, but what's the story with So, at what time do you go by?
Whenever they feel
I
like
don't
it.
know, what time?
A lot of times at night.
Yeah.
Night,
In
yeah.
the, late at night, 11 o'clock. I live on the other side
Okay,
of the cove.
should I worry about putting a fence up there, or
No.
we should
No,
be,
they go
okay.
real slow. Very
Okay.
slow.
It's
Okay.
it's freight train.
Yeah, but you can fix stupid. You know, people sometimes just
Yeah.
slam on the train. It's not. They go faster than the train. You just slam on it.
But
So
you have trees in between you and the tracks, right?
I know. And there is trees in front looking at the water. I'm looking there and say, I got all these trees. I love trees. I mean, I will never cut trees, but
I'm glad them trees are on the other side of that track.
what is behind those trees? I mean, is really a beach there?
No, mud.
Mud? Okay. Yeah, but look good. You know, in the night, sunsets. What about a deck? We can put a deck up there?
I don't care how high, well, no, you're on the shoreline zone, I don't care how high you put the deck. I don't
Okay.
think we got a limit on commercial zone, or whatever it is. as
Is
far
it
as
35 or 45 feet?
45 feet, I think.
Something.
Yeah.
That's up there quite a ways.
We just sold.
But the sun sets in the west. You'd see the sunrise at the
Yeah,
bottom.
the sun. Yeah, this morning I was there really early. I love the mornings, like crisp, 50 degrees, beautiful. But I start this project after I give up a project I was starting in Brewer. So Brewer was a $750,000 project, which I wasn't getting involved with it because the city of Brewer sold me a piece of land in South Main Street. Now, I don't know if you recall, there was a fire department station and a police station right in Main Street.
Yeah.
They sold it to me for $23,000. So I bought this land and I kept it there to develop it. Now, when we went to do all the drawing board and we started to make the plans and we went to the city, they really, I mean, Darcy, Boynton's, they're great people. They were really trying to help to do it, but the money I was going to spend in there was huge. And then across the street there is like drugs and there is they still developing, there is the redemption center, so it's not very, very clean. So I decided at the point, you know what? I sold somebody want to buy the land from me, but for $100,000 more than what I paid, but I give it back to the city for the same price they give to me. That's the way I work. So I say, you know what, just give me the same money back and do whatever you want with it, because it wasn't my intention to do that for the money. It was mostly about developing the land. So this is really something I like. And we're looking around this area to go to live. So Searsport and Stockton Springs and Belfast. So we have to decide where we can find something because we want to be closer. But we're excited about it, so it would be good.
Good.
Yeah, I will be there in the kitchen, so it's not like it will be there in the kitchen. My crew is coming with me from my other restaurant, so I bring all the good people from there here. And plus, we probably need another 7-8 people here. So if you know anybody, please send them down, so we can go from there.
And the other restaurant will be closed down.
I shut it down for the summer.
Okay.
Yeah, I cannot keep both open. I cannot be spreading myself too thin. So I have to, or I take care of this, or I take care of that. I prefer to do this because it's something really I like the fact to be in the summer open until October. I don't know when the people start to slow down here. October, November, October,
October, yeah.
October, right?
Late October, yeah.
And I was thinking about opening on Mother's Day and then close by the end of October, and then wrap it up. I have to find a company that they wrap the boats, those surround
Yep.
wrap. Yeah, I want them to wrap the train.
Shrink wrap it.
Shrink wrap it. I shrink wrap the train and just go away. So that's the way. Yeah.
Sorry.
But the surround wrap is mine.
No, it just made me think of a movie.
But you know what I mean?
You haven't
Yes.
introduced.
Matteo, this is my kid. So Matteo, this young
Don't
man
sit back
here,
here.
he
Come up
just
here.
sit down. You can shake down to
your
everybody.
chair.
He's good. He's a good kid. He's an athlete,
Same here.
and he was
Welcome
doing.
to town, Mateo.
Nice to meet you.
Matteo, Matteo, English is my fourth language. Matteo is on his second now, so yes. But he's an athlete. He's an athlete, so he started to go in Bangor High to school, but he didn't like the culinary program that they have there. You can sit down. And
Pull it up. Sit with your
Come
father.
on up.
yeah, so
Like I said,
Matteo,
we're
my
a small town and we're
sister, my
informal here.
sister Stefania divorced. Yeah, we can get closer. Yeah, we can get closer. So my sister Stefania divorced when he was born. So he came to my wedding when he was 4 months old. This kid. Then my brother-in-law and my sister they split. When he was 15, he called me and said, can I come to meet you? I don't know you. I said, come over. So he came over the first year. He started to like it. The second year, he started to like it. And then he started to come again. So I said, you know what? I just called him up. I said, give it to me. I said, what do you have to do with him? I mean, this poor kid does not, line where to go or whatever. He loves America. I said, why not? So we adopted him with Judge Bradford down in the court, down in in Bangor, he went in and we took him over. So that's what he's doing now. So he's officially my kid now. He's the one who will bring the legacy ahead. So
Does he know your secrets?
he doesn't know I'm in the witness protection program. He doesn't know what's he doesn't know what that means. Yeah, he knows the secrets. He knows.
Secrets
He know.
for.
He has a smile though.
No, he has to be. He knows the way it works. He's learning a lot for his age. He just turned 18. He knows a lot. I mean, he knows what to not do, big time. But don't get involved with guys going around drinking because it's not fun. It's not what you think it is. But you see, I think that if they free alcohol in America, there will be less alcohol around because the fact that it's illegal, everybody wants it. And when if your kid is around and drink when he's a kid, nobody will really want wine. I mean, your palate is not ready for it. Nobody will like wine. I see people in the restaurant that come, no, they don't drink wine. They drink beer or alcohol, hard liquor, but no wine. Everybody's like, oh, that's oh my God, that's bad for you. So
Let's move on here. Let's close the public hearing then at,
I guess.
7:22,
Oh, okay, I guess
Three,
18.
18. All right, I was looking at that other clock.
So we already derailed. There was a derail from the derail. Now you know what that means.
All right, let's get on with this so we can leave.
I
And
told my wife it'd be a short meeting.
the land use ordinance, page 36, general standards, performance standards. Are any of these standards 1 through 5 applicable?
Lighting,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, lighting would be,
Can we take a motion then?
I move that standards 1 through 4, danger, vibration, waste, and offensive noise are not applicable.
I'll second. Been moved and seconded that the general performance standards 1 through 4 are not applicable to this application. All those in favor? 5-0-0. So that leaves us with 4, lighting. Exterior lighting. Do we know what it's gonna be? I think it's the same as you have now, isn't it? Your exterior lighting?
Yeah, we will just put probably, there is a little design here that we did. Excuse me. That very little in the back like that.
Mm-hmm.
But there will be just, little lights like spotlights, let's say. They're just on the train, so it's not something that... And the one they're there. We're not gonna change it. I don't think we will even have the sign outside with the light. It will be just a sign.
Yeah.
And by 8 o'clock we probably close every night, so it's not like something we keep later than that.
Okay, can I take a motion on that?
I move that standard has been met.
Second.
Moved and seconded that standard that lighting has been met. All those in favor? 5-0-0. Okay, specific performance standards.
He's already met number 1.
Adult entertainment?
Yeah,
No,
No.
preserve and enhance
those
the
meal
landscape.
clusters out, that's not in there.
I had Andrea Bocelli coming over,
On page
but
39,
no entertainment, so we cannot bring it.
38 and 39.
I think everybody will love that. Yeah.
No, it should be.
Well, preserve and enhance the landscape, he's not doing anything to the
Right.
landscape, he's keeping it as it is.
Wait a minute, you jumped ahead.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, we're on
Page
the
30.
land use ordinance, and that starts on page 37, the specific
Oh.
performance standards.
I'd say the only one that pertains to him,
The signs.
Signs.
6 and 11.
Okay. You wanna make a motion of that?
I'll second it.
Yeah,
It's been moved and seconded that the
the only
specific-
applicable sections are
Right.
number 6 on signs and number 11, activities requiring site plan review. The others are not applicable.
Okay,
Yeah.
the only applicable standards are number 6 and 11.
Right.
All those in favor of that? 500. Do you want to give us a motion on number 6?
I'd say that one has been met. There's no real change in the sign, it's acceptable. Lighting's not addressing.
A second.
It's been moved and seconded that the sign standard has been met. All those in favor? 500. Okay, and it does require a site plan review, so,
That one is going to be met, and we're gonna do it.
yep. The other thing we have is on page 42.
Well, do we have a motion on number 11 or
I'm
not?
sorry.
Yes,
Is there a second on 11?
Yes, Tom did.
It's been moved and seconded to number 11, required site plan we're about to go into.
right.
All those in favor?
Yes.
500. Guess we're on page 42 then, in the land use.
And G,
Right, under 6G, I think it is 1.
So do we want 4 motions on each of these, or just one on section G in its entirety?
I think can't we do section G in its entirety?
Okay, I move that
Entirety.
section G has all 4 standards have been met.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded, all 4 standards in section G have been met. All those in favor? 500. Okay, I'll take one motion then that the application meets all of the provisions set forth in the land use regulation that are applicable.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor? 500. And that should close the land use ordinance. Then on the site plan review ordinance, we start on page 7. Here again, some of these aren't applicable.
We're just trying to keep you up later.
I'm sorry?
We're just trying to keep you up later, that's
Oh,
all.
I'm sorry I hold you up.
No problem. First one, preserve and enhance the landscape. Is there any change to that?
Say that one's been met, there's no change to the landscaping.
Is there a second?
Second.
Gonna leave the trees for a while.
Moved and seconded. There's no change and it's been met. All those in favor? 500. Number 2, relationship of proposed buildings to the environment. Is there a change in that?
Is that applicable? Because he's not building anything new. It's something that's already there. I'll make a motion it's not applicable.
Second.
Been moved and seconded, the relationship of the proposed buildings to the environment is not applicable. All those in favor? 500. Next is vehicle access. It's been signed off by the chief and everybody in the staff.
I move that's been met.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded, vehicle access has been met. All those in favor? 500.
The same with parking and circulation has been met.
Is there a second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded, parking and circulation's been met. All those in favor? 500. Surface water drainage. Is there any change to
Been
the,
no changes there.
is that a motion?
Second.
All those in favor? 500. Tom, were you okay on that? I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Existing utilities.
Say that one's been met. Evidence that town staff all signed off in agreement. Not gonna be any burden on the town.
Second.
Moved and seconded that existing utilities been met. All those in favor? 500. Advertising features of development.
I'll move that's been met.
Second.
Moved and seconded, advertising features which would include exterior signing in this case has been met. All those in favor? 500. That was the other thing, I'll just say that Jean was curious about whether there'd be a change in the placing of the sign on the street, so she wouldn't be able to
Oh, yeah.
go in her driveway or whatever. That was one of the other things, and obviously there's no change in it.
No change, and we approved it before with Baxter, and we looked that over.
All right. Number 8, special features of the development. Is that,
I don't think there are any. I move, it's not applicable.
Second.
moved and second that special features of development is not applicable? All those in favor? 500. Exterior lighting.
I'll move that's been met.
Second.
Moved and second that the exterior lighting standard has been met. All those in favor? 500. Emergency vehicle access. It's been signed off.
I move that's been met.
I'll second.
All those in favor? 500. 11, municipal services.
They were all signed off on, so been met.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that municipal services standards been met. All those in favor? 500. 12, water pollution.
I'll move that's not applicable.
Second.
Moved and seconded that water pollution standard is not applicable in this case. All those in favor? 500. On-site water supply.
I'll move that's met. He's got city water, town water.
Second.
All those in favor? 500. Soil erosion. Is that really applicable?
Not
in this
applicable.
case?
That's the motion.
All those in favor? 500. Septic disposal.
I'll move that's been met. There's no change.
Second.
Met with the previous owner.
All those in favor? 500. Okay, number 16. Adverse effect. There are no, it's not an important wildlife habitat. And it's not a designated historic site by the town or the national.
I move it's been met.
I'll second.
Or is it not applicable?
No, I think it is. The fact that there aren't any adverse effects
Okay,
and it's not a designated historic site is okay. It's been met.
okay. All those in favor? 500. Financial capacity to meet these.
I move that's been met. He's had several restaurants before, including one that's ongoing now.
All those in
Second.
favor? 500. Air quality, is that applicable?
Not applicable.
Second.
All in favor?
There'll be a healthy dose of garlic in the air.
500.
That's not air pollution.
Okay, can we get a motion on all 18 of the performance standards that are applicable?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
We moved and seconded that the 18 performance standards, the ones that are applicable, have been met. All those in favor? 500. And finally, a motion on the application itself.
Move the application be approved.
Second.
All those,
Presented.
all those in favor? 500. Okay. Randy, do you have a couple copies?
Yep.
I'm going to Bangor tomorrow, I'll have to stop in there.
We were supposed to have gas already, so we can just go down there and make some pasta right now. It's beautiful out in the evening. It's cool. It's breeze. Gorgeous.
Okay, I'll take a motion for
The only
adjournment.
unsigned.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor? 500.